Hey guys, this is Heisenberg here. Today I'm going to be showing you something a little different. Today I'm going to be doing a Sony Vegas Pro 13 tutorial. I would assume that it would work for 12, 11, and 10 and so on. I also have 11 and 12, but I'm going to be using 13. Recently I've got a lot of questions on how I make my time lapses for my Skyrim E&B videos. So I'm basically just going to share the wealth. Now, a time lapse is basically a long period of time that's made into like 15 seconds. So in my E&B videos, I like to record like a day and a half in Skyrim and then fast forward it to like 15 seconds, so it's just really fast motion. So you're going to choose the file that you want. I'm just going to use RA-EMB, and I always click no. The first thing that you want to do in all your videos is click on the video clip and right click it, and you can either go to switches or you can go to properties. Personally, I go to properties because I have a 4:3 monitor and I have to do I have to change the pixel aspect ratio, but you probably don't have to do that. So every video, especially gaming videos, you're going to want to disable the resample, because if you don't turn it off, it's going to have this really awkward ghosting effect that just looks like really ugly. So always disable the resample on all your videos. And then if you have a 4:3 monitor, an easy way to get your aspect ratio to fill up most of the YouTube video space is I go to media, and then I go to pixel aspect ratio, and where it says 1.000 square, I choose the 1.2121 NTSC DV widescreen, and then I click OK. And when you play it in the YouTube window, it doesn't take up the whole thing, but it takes up most of it without distorting the picture. Because if you were to just right click it and then uncheck maintain aspect ratio, it would distort your video. But as always, I'm getting off topic. So you're going to pick the video that you want, and then you're going to hold down control, and then you're going to get like this little squiggly line on the end of your video, and then you're going to drag it until you can't drag it down anymore. Now, a lot of people ask me, especially those of people using Sony Vegas, a 5-minute video is obviously too long for a time lapse, and a lot of people ask, well, how can I make this shorter? Well, the way that you can make it shorter is you're going to go up here to Tools, and then you're going to go to Render New Track. And then wait for it to load, and then when it comes up, just like name it whatever you want. I name it New Track 1. And then I have a custom template. Here you can copy my settings if you want. I always do HD 1080. And then the only thing that I really change is I go over to the project tab at the bottom and I change video rendering quality to best. Now it's all going to really depend on your system, but those are really the only settings that I mess with. And then I click render. Now since it's a 5-minute video, it should take, depending on your system, it takes me about 2 minutes to render the video. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'll come back when it's finished. Hey guys, so when everything is done rendering, which it should take no longer than 20 minutes depending on your system. Mine only took about 7 minutes. You're gonna get basically a copied and pasted version of the video you just rendered. So you're gonna delete the bottom one, the one that you first rendered, and you're not going to really need audio, so to delete the audio track, you hold down U as an umbrella, and then you press delete. But make sure that the audio track is highlighted. So hold down U and press delete, and it'll delete it. So then, another thing I forgot to mention in the first part of the video, if you're going to be doing these time lapses for Skyrim, I don't know about other games, but if you're going to make it for Skyrim, you're going to go in-game before you do any of this, and you're going to bring up your console command window, and you're going to type in set timescale to 100. The default timescale is 20. Setting it to 100 obviously makes time go by extremely fast, so you don't have to render the video so many times. It makes the process much quicker. But if you want to make things harder for yourself, then just go ahead and leave it at 20. But once you get the video that you just rendered up here, you're going to right click it again, go to properties, and disable the resample. And then you're just basically repeating the same process as you did before. So before you rendered the track, you would notice that you couldn't move it down further, fast forward it anymore. Well, now if you hold down Control, you can bring it down again. And 1 minute and 26 seconds is still too fast, or still too slow for a time lapse. So you're going to do the same thing that you did before. You're going to go up to Tools, and you're going to go to Render to New Track. And then go ahead and pick your settings that you already choose, and save it to wherever you want to save it. You don't have to name it anything special, and then click Render. And then I will come back when the video is all finished. Okay guys, I'm back. Now once you render it for a second time, again you're going to be left with a video of the same track. So you can go ahead and delete the one that you rendered, and then you can delete the audio again by holding U as an umbrella and pressing delete. Now again, if you hold down Control, you'll get this little squiggly line at the end of your video, and then you can make it even shorter. Now you notice that it's about 21 seconds. Now I typically like my time lapses around 15 seconds, but since this video to begin with was around 30 minutes, this might be as good as I can get. So again, before you do anything, you're going to right click on it and you're going to disable the resample. Now before I go ahead and render a new track, I'm just going to play this through one time just to see if it's at the speed that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out. Sorry if the preview's a little choppy. I had to leave it at a pretty low setting, otherwise it would lag during the video. But I think I'm going to go ahead and render the video one more time just so I can make it a little shorter. So again, Tools, Render to New Track, and then name it whatever you want, and then press Render. And this should only take about 30 seconds to render, so I'm just going to keep the video playing. Alright guys, so when the video is done rendering, go ahead and delete the most recent track, delete the audio, U as an umbrella, and press delete. And then I'm not going to make this video too much shorter. I don't want it to be like ridiculously short. So where my marker is, I'm going to hold down Control, and then I'm going to put it like right there. And then I'm going to replay the video, and I'm going to see how it looks and if it's to what I like. So yeah, to me that's definitely looking a lot better than what it was before. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and run with this, but make sure you disable the resample too. Again, always do that. So in order to save this, if you want it to be nice quality, you're going to go to File and you're going to go to Render As. And then I have it set to a Skyrim MP4s folder that I put all my videos in, but yours is more than likely going to be set to My Documents, but you can set that up to whatever you want. And then, you know, name it something that you're going to remember. I'm just going to name mine RAEN YouTube EMB Timelapse. And then I have a custom template. Again, I choose Internet HD 1080p. And then I change the profile to high. And then I basically don't really mess with anything else except in project. I change the video rendering quality to best. That's really all I mess with, but and then I put a star on it so it automatically chooses it. But once you do that, you're going to go ahead and click render. And then when it's done, it'll ungray these options, the open or the open folder options. And then your video will be good to watch in the Windows Media Player, or it'll be good to upload on YouTube. So yeah, that's basically how I do my time lapses. I don't really know how to do it in other programs. I use Sony Vegas to do my video editing, but this is the easiest way that I know of to do the time lapses. But again, it's not really hard, but if you plan on doing this for Skyrim, don't forget to set your console command thingy. Don't forget to type in set space timescale space 2 space 100, and that'll make the day go by really fast, so you're not using up a bunch of data. But I'm gonna go ahead and open up the folder, and I'm gonna show you guys what the video actually looks like playing. See how awesome that is? Now this is, in my opinion, this is a really great addition to add to a video. But everybody has their own opinions. I think people like to see the night and days and the different things in the videos. But I'm going to go ahead and exit out of Sony Vegas. But yeah, thanks again for checking out this video. And if this at all helped you, I'm glad it helped you. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and dislike it if you didn't like it. If there's anything that I could have done better, go ahead and let me know, and I'll be sure to change that in the next tutorial. But if you guys want to know how I do any of my other stuff, just ask. Again, I do this stuff for you guys. I don't do it for me. So, again, thanks everyone for your support, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See ya!